What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. And here we always go because breaking news, we are extremely close as of this moment when I'm recording this video, and it's actually 1 a.m. in the night. So I'm dropping it in a couple hours. So I'm guessing nothing is going to change. We're extremely close to signing a new midfielder. And it's not Saponara, it's not Bonaventura, it's not Pereira, it's not Phillips, Hoiberg, Samarcic, Koopmeiners, Sturam, Surukov. It's a guy, I'm not gonna lie, I never heard about. And it's Carlos Alcaraz. We're gonna talk about it. Again, it just broke. It's 1 a.m. so I didn't even had time to research it really at all. I was just gonna be very basic, but we're gonna talk about it. Before I do that, smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. Like, this is a breaking news show, so push the like buttons, push it to 100 likes, and let's jump straight into the update. Okay, so the news broke. Actually, it started with Di Marzio saying the club wants to bring him in, and Di Marzio added, "I'm not sure Southampton is gonna let him go." And I was like, "Good." I recorded a video on how I'm gonna back Juntuli, and I might still drop that video. Um, Close everything up, and then boom, Di Marzio medicals tomorrow out of nowhere, and then Romeo Cresti. It's the chances of him having a medical today, today, are extremely high. And then Romano kind of piled onto it, and he said the same thing. That they made a bid to Southampton. It's a loan with an option to buy, and it's very close. He could have his medicals in London and the second part in Torino. And Fabrizio Romano added that we have an option to buy that's even going to be higher than 40 million euros. And again, I cannot comment on the price because I don't know the player. I'm not going to lie. So it sounds high. It sounds extremely high for a player we probably never heard about. Most of us never heard about. Plays in the championship for Southampton. I think he joined Southampton last January. I'm not even sure about that. Like, again, not much time to research, but I think he joined Southampton around this time a year ago. So let's assume that's correct. 1 year at Southampton, I think, like, I don't know, 15 games in the Premier League, and then now all of a sudden playing in the championship with Southampton, and the option is 40 million. So at least 40 million, more than 40 million, I guess. I cannot comment on that. That sounds extremely high for a championship player. Who is he? Well, he's 21. He will be 22 in November, so he's 21. He can play multiple positions, and that's why I think the club is looking at him. It's very strange that Southampton agrees because they have a shot to go to the Premier League again, and it's very strange that they agreed to loan out their player without cashing in money. Like, it's a very weird situation. I'm not gonna lie. Now, Di Marzio added that he was pushing for the move. Obviously, like, he's playing championship football. You can go to Juve. He's gonna push for that move, and maybe that's why Southampton was like, okay, it is what it is. Like, we cannot say no to this. It all sounds very it sounds very strange because this not news and name comes completely out of nowhere. But again, he can play multiple positions. From the first look, he's an attacking midfielder. He can play central midfield. He can play behind the strikers, and if needed, apparently he can play on the wing, which I'm not thinking is an option. I think it's more he is an attacking midfielder, and he's gonna come in, and he is gonna take minutes from Miretti. Maybe McKennie, depending. That's what it is. Now, again, like, no time to research it. It's out of nowhere, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. Keep in mind, I recorded a video on Juntuli that I'm not gonna drop now, but in that video I said I need to trust Juntuli. We need to trust Juntuli because this is what we wanted. We wanted deals that you looked at and you're like, who? Or smart, and they become good quality players. Now, the 40 million price tag with option might, dismiss that because that's a lot of money for a player we kind of never heard about, or me personally. That being said, we were asking this from Juntili, like, make something happen, do something, and here we go. They did something from Pereira to Samarcic, no, from Pereira and Bonaventura to this. I do need to say that again, the the line from the club was always that we want somebody to come in who's not going to disturb what we already have and can gel in without needing time. Well, this is a complete opposite. Like he's extremely young, extremely young. He's 21. He's young. He played I don't know half a season of Premier League, like top level football, and then it's back to Championship football, which is not extremely poor, but like it's still Championship football. And now you need to come in a team and play or try to push for Scudetto. Now, that's big pressure, you know. Alberto might like that I said pressure, but that's a big adaptation. That's completely different to what the club were telling us. We want a player has experience that can gel in immediately and it's not going to disturb anything. Well, this is a complete opposite of it. Again, like breaking news, I need to do my research because on first sight, it sounds very, very strange. The option, the out of nowhere, the fact that Southampton is open to letting him go. It's all very weird. However, Allegri probably said, yeah, I can work with that. And Gentile said, okay, I can get that player in. So this is what we're going to do. That's your new signing in the summer, in January. This is a player that's probably going to replace Miretti, or like it's going to get shots as Miretti, or McKennie, depending. But I'm assuming it's going to be Miretti. I'm assuming it's going to be McKennie's secondary. And I'm assuming he's going to try to switch up a few things here and there to squeeze him in, because it makes no sense to loan a player for 6 months, have a big option, and you're not going to use him, because that's going to be complete waste. If you get him in now and you actually don't really use him, it's kind of a waste of time for everybody, for us, for the player's development, and for Southampton as well. So it's going to be very interesting. Again, it's as good as done. It's only the only thing that can disrupt it at this moment in time is Southampton saying, you know what, we changed our mind, we're not doing it. That's probably the only thing that can can cancel the deal, because the player said, I want to join Juve, and I think that's why Southampton kind of opened up to it and said, okay, we cannot say no to this. However, it's very close. And again, like if you know him, which probably a few people probably knew about him, let me know in the chat. Let the people know in the chat what type of player he is. I can read out a few stats here and there. He scored like 4 goals, I think, this season, and 2 assists, or like 3 goals and 1 assist in the championship in 23 games. That's not fantastic, you might say, but maybe something. You let me know, because it's fresh, like it's breaking news, and I will probably look into it later today so I can talk about it during the live show. But yeah, it's the new signing apparently. It's Carlos Alcaraz from Southampton on loan with an option to buy for over 40 million euros in the summer. Yeah, let me know what you think. Like the video, and I'll see you guys live today.